Wrong save. There we go. Alright, let's start this from the beginning again. Restart. Gotta check if the live stream's up on YouTube now. Hopefully no one's going to interrupt me. But yes, anyways, greetings ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to some more Batman, The Enemy Within. Today I'm gonna be playing through episode 1 again. This time showing you all the good choices, at least the ones that are good for me.
One fateful night, my parents gave their lives for me. They became my heroes, their legacy untouchable. Until I learned the truth. My father, Thomas Wayne, was a criminal.
There it is.
He ruled over Gotham from the shadows, and everything I thought I knew about myself changed forever. The children of Arkham exposed the truth about my father to Gotham. Their attack turned friends into enemies and threw the city into chaos. I was committed to Arkham Asylum, where I escaped with the help of a mental patient named John Doe. After a bloody battle, I put an end to it all in the catacombs beneath the city. The Penguin, Two-Face, and Lady Arkham were the first real challenge I faced as the Batman, but they would not be the last.
Okay.
Spring has arrived in Gotham, and with it comes City Hall's quarterly crime report.
Yet. No.
Crime is way down since the fall of the children of Arkham.
But yes, I'm gonna be playing through the same episode I did already yesterday. Only difference is I'm going to pretty much not be the bad guy in a way. Instead, try to be compassionate, merciful, as you'd call it. I think about it, I should probably use Vengeful Merciful with these live streams, or at least for these games anyway. I'm gonna be doing something similar with Wolf Among Us as well, so yeah, you have something to look forward to then after I finish this game, you know, 3 times.
Lucky 13! There it is,
Rumi Mori, import-export magnate, one-time Pipex CEO, international arms dealer. The world sees Mori as a legitimate businessman, a philanthropist who gives to charity, not a criminal getting rich off the suffering of innocence. A masterful performance. I wonder if a man hides in plain sight.
Oh yes, and in this playthrough, since the save file saved from the last game carries over,
must be hard to stay true to yourself.
I don't. I never forget what drives me. Protecting
yeah, hold on, I was just gonna talk about what I was gonna say.
That stays the same no matter what mask I wear.
Don't I
yes,
know?
you noticed Alfred has 2 eyes instead of 1, as opposed to the last live stream I did.
We'll find them.
That's mostly because of the live streams. That's mostly because of the save file from the last game. Not gonna spoil what happens, so I recommend you check out my live streams. They won't have any of my commentary, but you know, it's probably gonna be more worth it if you're interested.
Standing by for support. Look for something with a microphone.
Al, I'm hacking into Mori's phone.
Encrypting your signal. Last thing we want is for him to know you're here. We're in. You should be able to pick up audio from Mori's phone.
Is everyone enjoying themselves? Don't worry. I won't tell anyone with a badge.
He's on a roll. It's only a matter of time before he gets too chatty.
Try to blend in.
So, I've been sitting over there wondering, what's Bruce Wayne doing in a place like this? I figured you went to fancier casinos.
Don't tell anyone, but
picked on his gangster here.
Don't worry, I can keep a secret.
You?
Thank you.
What in the hell are you doing here?
Stop me if you've heard this one before. I begin and have no end. And I end all that begins. Who am I?
I don't give a damn. I told you 10 times. Our arrangement is over.
Death, Mori. I am death.
Something's happening, and it doesn't look like a deal.
The man in the hood. I remember him from your father's time. I think that's Riddler.
Is something wrong? You seem distracted. Bruce.
Stay close and keep your head down.
Excuse me?
Bullets are about to fly.
Okay.
No one threatens me in my own casino. Security!
Sir, it's time to leave.
For you? An easy one. What question?
But yeah,
can you never answer
everything
yes
you see
to?
so far plays
I
out
don't
the
give a crap,
exact same
let's go.
way, for the most part anyway.
Wrong. The correct answer is, are you dead?
Again, he's brutal, which I honestly like in this movie game.
Now, let's get started.
Since he's not some pushover that just commands people from behind the desk or something like that, like in Arkham games, like I said plenty of times.
Get out of there. Get your suit.
Also, this is different as well, because I was honest with her, told her I was undercover, which doesn't affect much whatsoever. The second choice, though, to tell her to come with me is what matters, because here though you can easily save her, either by taking her with you or telling her to wait outside, you know, as opposed to lie.
Right away.
Hey, no one leaves.
There. This, of course, leaves more dialogue choices to come soon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
None that are important, but it's kind of a good attention to detail that I do appreciate here with these choices.
Run now.
But you did.
Here it
to
is
that
right now.
man. Knocking him out like that. How did you do that?
What should I
had a
say?
different impression
I
of
told
you
you
from
run,
TV.
keep this quiet,
You
okay?
never seemed that capable.
I'll say this.
Yeah, I'm a man of many talents.
That's an understatement.
Also, is it just me, or does Bruce feel more like a secret agent than he does a vigilante?
Commissioner Gordon on the
Mostly
line.
because of the
Scrappy
suit and the
audio
gadgets he
now.
has so far,
Gordon.
but not. Yeah, I mean the
Batman,
regular suit,
what's
not the
the
bat
status?
suit. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, there's Riddler's truck there, or van,
Multiple gunmen,
next to
hostages at
the one with the
casino.
question mark, and it's green.
A madman in a mask.
Riddler's back in Gotham.
Riddler? He hasn't been seen in years.
Well, he's putting on quite a show.
There's a squad on the way. They'll be there shortly.
Be ready for a fight.
Please, we can make the deal. Anything you want.
Our issues can't be solved with handshakes, Mori.
This is what happens when you back out of a deal with me.
There's only one way you're getting out of this alive. You have to solve a riddle. And I choose my words carefully if I were you. Listen closely.
No, please, don't do this.
Without fingers, I point. Without arms, I strike. Without feet, I run. Who am I?
I've got visual.
That drone fully functional.
Also, for this playthrough, the one where I play as the good guy, I'm pretty much using a blue HUD instead of the red one from last time.
Tricky one, isn't it?
Let's go over the hostages.
Riddler's taking hostages. casino patrons, innocent bystanders.
It's usually the smallest attention to detail that I do like with these games. Of course, that won't be enough to make it a great game. In terms of story, though, it has to be very good. Which it is. A huge improvement, like I said.
First. Never gives you a moment's peace.
Believe me.
Oh.
Audio playback fully functional.
Time for distraction.
Choose your words carefully, Maury. You only have so many fingers.
Oh. I thought it was square. This is square, I believe. Yep.
Just stop. I will get hold of you. You won't like that. I'm losing patience, Maury. Are you expecting a hint? Give me an answer.
Batman, we can't get in. The front's covered by gunmen, and they've got the back barricaded with blackjack tables.
How should I deploy when we're inside?
I'm relying on your eyes and ears.
We need a distraction.
Yeah.
Find a way to limit their line of sight.
Sounds like a plan.
You're completely insane.
No, I don't believe that's it.
I'll clear a path. Wait for my signal.
Give them hell. We're counting on you.
Let's see, I'll try grapple this time. Which feels like bash, though. Tear off.
Batman! You're ahead of schedule. I'm a little busy right now, but I'll see if I can fit you in. Not him, the hostage! Shoot the hostage!
Now for the hostage. Wow.
Hiya, Bats.
The Batman clearly isn't using his head. Break it open.
With pleasure.
I'll tug him down.
I've heard stories in the streets about you, Batman. You're the biggest name in Gotham since... well, since I left town. Everyone's very impressed with you. I'm not impressed. Gotham's criminals have become zealots and thugs in cheap suits. And you, I've come home to find a wannabe in my chair. Eating my goddamn porridge.
You don't know me, Riddler. You have no idea what you're up against.
You must think you're so special. You're not the first hero I've put down. You're supposedly the world's greatest detective. Oh, you have to be... clever, but not smart enough. Let me show you how it was done back in the day. Brawling like a common street hood. It just doesn't do it for me. That's cheating!
Think I care about your rules?
I'd heard you were a man who followed a code. Why would you save that dirtbag's life? Maury made his money running guns.
I save people. It's what I do.
Your naivete is just embarrassing. I save people. You should concentrate on saving yourself.
Right in the chest. Oh boy. Roundhouse.
Enough of this! You know how to scrap. I'll give you that. But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective. Solve my puzzle soon. Or people are gonna get hurt. And we know you can't let that happen.
You should have called us before going in, Gordon.
Again, the music isn't even playing.
After all, we're here to help.
What the heck's going on with the music? I remember playing within that cutscene, but now it's not. Like, hopefully this game won't crash in any way. That used to happen a lot with the first season. My previous playthroughs, it hasn't. Of this game, I mean. But yeah, I mean, we'll never know for sure. Hang on. Take...
Your days are numbered, bat freak. We'll see each other again.
Yeah, whatever.
Keep one eye in the sky, jerk-offs. Heavens are gonna fall on your goddamn heads.
Tell me all about it down at the precinct.
The Riddler's right hand in custody. Not a bad result, all told. Riddler used to leave clues at all his crime scenes. Always thought he was smarter than the people trying to catch him. Thought we could use help dragging him down. He got a sick pleasure out of taunting us.
He was smart enough to slip through our fingers.
I was looking at my notifications when that happened.
Mess in his wake. Riddler's heyday was a dark time in Gotham. And what we just saw, he hasn't mellowed with age.
Get Fernandez on it right away. Commissioner Gordon.
Brace yourselves. Just so you know, this woman.
I'm also gonna be adversary. I'm also gonna be a musical.
I could end up on foot patrol.
Gonna be an adversary. Well, it's hard for me to describe what I was gonna do with Waller. I'm gonna pick choices based on her anyway.
So, you're the legendary Batman. I've heard a great deal about you.
I don't know who you think you are, but I don't like your attitude.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna play it out with her.
I am. Oh, I know I'm your new best friend.
This is Amanda Waller, director of the agency.
What are the feds doing here?
Riddler's their case. The GCPD has been asked to open our doors to them. Give them whatever they need.
We've been tracking that maniac for some time. No one knows more about him than we do. World-class criminals like Riddler, they're kind of our specialty.
I've never heard of this agency.
I'll take that as a compliment. We like to keep a low profile.
That means she operates from the shadows.
As do you. Riddler used to be a player in Gotham back when Thomas Wayne and Falcone ran the city. He disappeared so suddenly and for so long, everyone thought he was dead. Everyone was wrong. Riddler's back, and if these theatrics are anything to go by, he wants the whole city to know. My people tell me you did some good work handling him, Batman. You and me? I bet we'd make a damn fine team. I heard how you dealt with Lady Arkham. Not to mention that filth, Oswald Cobblepot.
I work with Gordon. No one else.
I appreciate loyalty, but that there... that's the issue. The only real problem with your setup is who you're working with. Local law enforcement clearly can't cut it.
I got a local crime rate says otherwise. Ms. Waller...
Please, Commissioner. Tear gas. In a hostage situation, we got an ambulance full of civilians with their eyes swollen shut. Not to mention you let Riddler slip through your fingers. You GCPD cowboys clearly don't know what you're doing.
You're putting all this on me?
You're the commanding officer, aren't you?
Back off, Waller. Don't blame the police, blame Riddler. Or hadn't you noticed he was the one cutting off fingers?
Oh, I noticed, all right. Just like I noticed you let him get away. I'm here to prevent this incompetence in the future. I gotta get a security detail on Mori while he's in the hospital. Agent Avesta will fill you in on what we know so far. As a token of interdepartmental cooperation.
Yeah, so
nerve on her.
I'm pretty much not going to cooperate with Waller,
especially about
but I will cooperate with these guys at least.
Town. We're the ones that'll catch Riddler.
Yep.
Ooh, I thought she was gonna bite your head off for a second.
I'd like to see her try.
Special Agent Iman Avesta, Field Intelligence Specialist on the Riddler.
She's different though.
And my partner, Agent Blake.
How do you do?
He isn't that important.
I put together this psychological profile of Riddler. You'll see when you read it. He's changed. For your eyes only. If you catch my drift. The target of the casino attack, Rumi Mori. Any idea what Riddler wanted with him? We figure it has something to do with why he's back in Gotham.
I heard them talking about some kind of deal.
Any idea what?
No, but it'd be safe to say they didn't come to terms.
Thanks. That's a help. I'm Gotham born and raised, you know. My dad ran a store in the shadow of City Stadium. I just wanted to say it's a real honor to meet you. I do have something I want to ask, though. The criminally insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you? There's something in you that pulls you towards the danger.
You can't go 2 city blocks in Gotham without tripping over criminal scum.
Most people just get up and run away.
I'm not most people.
I think I know you a little better now.
I'm happy to work with her and Blake.
I'll be in touch.
Just not going to work with Waller in this
Batman,
save.
Before you go, Gotham's your city. I respect that. But you should know I don't have to play nice. I'm letting you hunt the Riddler for now. You better share everything you find. Or this courtesy call is gonna become something you really won't like. You get me? There's a lot of ways this could go.
I don't take kindly to threats, Waller.
So yeah, everyone else here I am pretty much going to work alongside with or get along well in the save file, but not Waller. Because, for one, she's really ruthless. With later episodes will show off exactly what I mean. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for now. But hopefully someone will know what I mean. Oh yeah, I just realized the Wayne Manor is being built under construction, it seems. Now that I think about it, I never really noticed that before on my previous playthroughs. I mean, I guess it makes sense since I let Harvey burn down the house, burn down the manor in the last game, and this save anyway, that carries over.
I've taken the liberty of preparing some refreshments.
Thanks, Al. I need to focus. Maybe music will help.
Uh-huh.
Something with a beat.
No, ambiance.
The computer is finished scanning the Riddler's puzzle box. It's ready when you are.
Let's get to work.
Let's look at these now. And look at that, the items are different as well in this save. So yeah, that's mostly because of what happened last time. Like I said before.
Selena. She'll turn up again. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep.
Harvey Dent. He was a friend. Once.
Yeah, as you can notice...
Harvey couldn't make a single decision without consulting his lucky coin. He's in Arkham Asylum now, with the rest of the criminally insane. You
can notice that the mask Harvey wore isn't there anymore. That's mostly because he had both his faces back in the last save. And then there's Cobblepot.
Oswald Cobblepot. The Penguin.
Yep.
My oldest friend.
Uh-huh.
Vicky Vale, a.k.a. Lady Arkham. Driven to madness. Leader of the Children of Arkham.
Yep. So I thought I'd show those off. Hopefully someone will notice the difference between this and the last save. The last live stream I did.
Nothing dangerous at all so far. Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find.
Might think of taking a screenshot, perhaps, to compare the two together. You know, like
know your enemy and all that.
In my spare time, at least.
It comes and goes. Ever since the kidnapping and all the other business with Lady Arkham.
Alfred.
No, don't you worry about me. I should be fine. It was worse after my first tour of duty.
Your family, Alfred. We worry about family.
Thank you, Bruce. It'll pass. Working always helps.
Yeah. Might as well just go over this, just in case no one watched my live stream from last time. You know, you can easily just pause this and just simply read it for yourselves. I'm not going to read it because I already have read through everything. Same goes for this too. Oh right. Yeah. Take the time you have to pause this and just read through everything while you can, because I'm pretty much not going to pause myself or just give you time for anything. Ow. Okay, that's all of it. Let's go for the agency files first.
The public face of a shadow committee of military leaders, intelligence experts, and government officials. Civil rights violations, domestic black sites, decentralized accountability.
This information, it's all before Waller took over the director position. Perhaps she's given them a new direction.
Maybe. But the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
Well, that man's got some competition in town. I wonder if we need be worried.
The Riddler's a flashy, homicidal maniac with a thing for puzzles. And Waller and her agency might be just as dangerous.
Again, Waller may be running a more ethical operation these days. Yes. Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
Gotham's original costumed criminal.
Yes, to have him returned, it's unsettling. I remember when he was the scourge of the underworld. Even Carmine Falcone gave him a wide berth. He was presumed dead for so long. Why come back to Gotham?
Well, he seemed to have a prior relationship with Mori. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the Codex. The agency realized Riddler was still alive when he orchestrated a prison break at Peña Duro.
My men here say you let yourself get caught, Mr. Riddler.
Just Riddler.
Why willingly turn yourself in?
Oh, Mr. Warden, to get everyone else out, of course. That wasn't obvious.
The man's deranged. If you ask me, he needs help.
Let's see.
He's clearly sick. The man is in urgent need of a doctor.
I know just the place for him. Plenty of room at Arkham Asylum.
Next to him, most of the inmates seem like a picture of health.
Yeah, I didn't really mean that as an evil thing. I mean, I guess I could have went with that is victims need help more.
I think I'll take it.
Again, I do feel like Arkham isn't that bad of a place. At least now that I've well, actually,
I take everything back.
What did I do exactly? Like, I forgot to be. I've already checked the Codex. There's nothing else to look at, so.
Let's see what Riddler's little gift is all about.
Solve my puzzles soon, or people will get hurt. Riddler's MO hasn't changed in all these years.
There's writing engraved along the rim. I have an eye, yet cannot see. Who am I?
That sounds familiar. I've heard it before.
Don't happen to remember the answer, do you?
Sadly, no.
Let's see. I have a needle.
I have a needle.
But how does that relate to the object in question?
Maybe it's telling us how to use it.
Sounds very plausible.
Look at these strange grooves.
Grooves. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot about that actually. Let me see what that does.
Never forget.
Yeah.
Needle. A record needle.
Halfway there, Batman. Means you got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain. To be honest, you're already doing better than I thought. But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself. Unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
I suppose you're going to look in there.
An open invitation from the Riddler? Of course. Huh. Looks like I'm manipulating radio bands or waveforms. Something. I'm not sure what I'm looking at or how any of it is actually displaying.
And that sound.
What? Oh, I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius on the line, will you?
Hey, Alfred.
Good morning, Lucius. I hope we're not interrupting your breakfast.
My youngest is probably stealing all the bacon, but duty calls. What's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern I can manipulate inside that needs your expertise.
Yeah, okay. I can meet you at Wayne Tower in a little bit. We'll fire up the R&D lab.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Lucius.
No, don't worry about it. It's actually going to be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne Enterprises.
Tiffany? Really?
Your daughter working alongside you. How wonderful.
Certainly is. Bruce, I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lucius. Can't wait to see Tiffany. I'll be at Wayne Tower.
Good hunting, Bruce.
Oh, excellent. Glad I caught you. I have some good news to share.
Good to hear, Regina. It's what I've come to expect. With you.
This dialogue is different, though.
I just talked to the board, and they couldn't be more pleased with how our partnership with GCPD is going. Seems like you made the right call when you decided to take that contract over the Arkham remodel.
Yes, that's mostly because I decided to end off the last game as Bruce and not Batman for the save that carries over for this.
What's in that case?
Yeah. Mostly because I chose to partner up with GCPD instead of remodeling Arkham Asylum, I think.
I see. Well, I've got a meeting I've got to run to. We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Sounds great.
Didn't wanna lie about let's see what it was. Like say that it was tax papers, because I should be honest in some form, hopefully.
You're in my chair.
Just updating the encryption on your bat tech. But if you want me to stop?
Oh, no, the seat is all yours.
This is the thing you were talking about?
One of Riddler's puzzles. Some kind of test.
Show me. Any idea what he's planning?
Not yet. That's why I need your help. If his history is anything to go by, he left us a clue. A psychological profile of Riddler.
Knowing how his mind works, this should come in handy.
No sign of explosives or poison. Already scanned for that in the cave.
Would you look at that? Micro-pulse waveform. And the sound it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher it. I was hoping you could help with that.
I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't take long.
What in the...
It's not one of mine.
Think fast. Hi, Dad.
Tiffany?
Hey, Bruce.
My God, Tiffany.
It's been a while.
Sneaking out of orientation your first day?
I just wanted to say hi to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous observation. Small, quiet, and super smart. Just like its designer. Not bad, huh? You always had a thing for toys.
I love it. Thanks, Tiffany.
Well, I guess it's not bad.
Not bad. See what I had to deal with growing up. Huh.
I like how Lucius is just jealous of me praising Tiffany for that work.
I don't just mean what happened to your ear.
Oh yeah, that's also another thing that carries over from the last save.
But you look...
Instead of Alfred losing...
Well, please just don't say old.
Instead of Alfred having one eye, Bruce now has a part of his ear missing.
Interesting.
Don't.
Too late. Already touching.
Just be careful.
I like this. I like the interactions you have with these characters, especially Tiffany's.
And unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever put it together was kind of showing off. Huh? Micro pulse waves? It's just weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
Let's see what happens if I say pretty cool, huh?
Pretty cool, huh?
I don't know if cool would be the word I would use. I can hear it hum. What does it do?
That's what we're trying to work out.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Oh, okay. At least that was more of a truthful part than telling her that it was one of Lucius's projects.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
Alright, if you think you can help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help. I just gotta let him know that I won't be finishing up orientation.
No problem.
Oh, I was planning on swinging by the manor after work to see Alfred. I heard he wasn't doing so well. That he was having some issues with his health.
Same old Alfred. He'll be better seeing you. I'll tell her some truth.
I'll let him tell you himself, but he hasn't been doing so great since the kidnapping last year.
Oh no.
Yeah, every now and then his hands start shaking. I'd like him to see a therapist, but you know Alfred.
Well, maybe I can convince him.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's kind of good though. I could have also chosen that she would, that Alfred would have been happy seeing her,
Welcome
but
aboard,
you know,
Tiffany.
that will work.
Thanks, boss.
And we end that with a happy note, for now.
All right then, time to crack this puzzle. I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises, what we do. If you're willing to pull her into this Riddler project, why not consider bringing her into the fold? Into the mission? We're going to need help if we're going to be dealing with the likes of Riddler.
Well, if she's anything like you...
She's better than me.
Okay, then let's give her a shot.
Great. I'll start thinking about how we can broach the subject with her. In the meantime, Riddler's puzzle will be a fine start.
Oh, shall we go down to the lab?
Actually, the equipment we need is down in my office. We'll get this taken care of in no time.
Mr. Wayne.
Yes?
I'm Special Agent Avesta. This is my partner, Special Agent Blake.
Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit. I'll be down in my office.
Okay.
I'll be down in a few.
No worries. I'll, start without you.
Sorry for the unannounced visit. We're with the agency's behavioral analysis unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
Please, come in. Make yourselves at home. Can I get my assistant to get you anything? Coffee, water, donuts?
Don't worry. This won't take long.
More compassionate and more willing than the other save.
This office, it really represents you.
Well, I like to think so.
Is this you?
Yeah.
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe?
So happy. After everything you've been through, I don't know how you still do it.
Do what, exactly?
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham. Yet you still give so much back to the city.
I have to answer his call just because. Might as well show you what it is exactly.
Most people wouldn't be so charitable after
It might be rude to them, but I have to.
How's it going down there?
I, left that file on your desk. Think you could bring it down?
I'll be down in just a second. Sorry about that. What were you saying?
I was saying you're a bit of a mystery.
Sorry, agency people.
The agency recently brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler. We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Anything I can help with?
See, I told you he'd be cooperative. Agent Blake thought you'd be cagey, defensive, based on your history.
Well, I was, but not in this storyline.
My history?
A lot of things happened to you last year. and not all of them were good. You put yourself at risk when you helped bring in your friend Harvey Dent. He was a violent psychotic at the time, almost destroyed the city. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally insane. They seem drawn to you. Either that, or you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
They're not attracted to me any more than the average citizen. We live in one of the most dangerous cities in the world, right? Stands to reason I'd run into a few psychos.
Like this guy. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
We understand that it was during your stay in Arkham where you and John met and became friends. From the sound of it, you two were close.
Yeah, we were friendly. He showed me around Arkham.
Is that right? According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
They captured the whole incident on video.
John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zaz. Then you jumped into the fray. Several people were hurt.
I was trying to break up a fight.
I don't blame you. You must have been scared. John was discharged from Arkham months ago. No one has seen or heard from him since. I was thinking maybe you have.
Why would you think that?
He listed you as his emergency contact. Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
I did not agree to that.
Didn't know what to pick.
Why would
they
you
all
write
seem
down
badish in a way, but...
It's obvious. You're important to him.
Well, I haven't seen or heard from him, so... Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham,
That's,
you know.
he doesn't even have Two-Face either. He's mostly just the same guy. Only difference is he's insane.
Like a web.
Which is one of the flaws that last game had.
And you, my friend,
that even though if you saved Harvey from being Two-Face...
pretty strange company.
Let's see.
For someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
Every association you've made so far has been investigated by the authorities or covered by the press. I have nothing to hide.
All you do is hide. Hide behind the press, behind your money, your power. I think it's all an elaborate mask. You know more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you don't trust us. Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father. Maybe you're not the hero people think you are.
You've got the wrong idea.
Yeah. The exclamation mark may have made it seem like an aggressive thing to say, but
we'll pick this up
it wasn't, in my opinion.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really pulled a good one over on us.
You just hold tight, Lucius. I'm coming down to help.
It's too late for that. Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius!
We really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
Lucius!
One killed and 14 injured after a tragic explosion.
The GCPD is opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises' chief technology officer, Lucius Fox, died last Tuesday in the violent blast. A small service is being held for the tech giant and father of 3 at Divinity Church this Sunday.
You were always there for me, Lucius. From the very beginning. I'm gonna miss you.
He was a good man. To lose him like this, it's hard to bear. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing. But this is personal. We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations.
Believe me, Alfred, I know how you feel. But we can't make this about revenge. Riddler is a threat to Gotham, and that's why he has to be stopped.
As long as he is stopped. Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back. I can't imagine how devastated she must be. To lose her father in such a violent way.
I should go talk to her.
Yes. She can use all the support she can get.
And the truth, unfortunately, which will pretty much get her not on her side for now, at least.
Still can't believe he's gone.
You'll see what I mean.
None of this feels real.
Your dad was like family to me. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please let me know.
Thanks, Bruce. I appreciate it. He loved working for you, you know? They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain when my little brother was growing up without a dad. Now I guess it's true. He was so busy. I can't remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter. Just thought there'd be more time.
I asked a lot of him. Maybe too much.
And he gave it all, didn't he? A real company man. Well, I hope it was worth it.
Tiffany.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce. There was hardly anything left. What were you guys working on that could have caused that? It doesn't quite add up.
Tiffany, I will tell you soon. Just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
What, Bruce? What are you mixed up in? Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life at risk for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself. Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
Yeah, it really does make it seem more like a threat in the first. At least in this episode, because now Tiffany is threatening to reveal every secret you have once she finds it out.
So sorry, really. It's such a shame. At least he went out with a bang, right? For that, we can all be grateful.
You knew my father.
Well,
John, can I talk to you a sec?
Bruce! I was hoping I'd bump into you.
Why don't we catch up over here?
Yeah, I'd love that. We have so much to catch up on. Enjoy the rest of your day. Look, I know it's a closed casket, but I can see by the jeans. Your friend was a looker, huh?
Why are you here, John?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch. Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion. I knew you'd be hurting, see? I thought it might make you feel better.
Thank you, John. That's very considerate of you.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure. First time at a funeral, you see? People get upset at the littlest things. It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it. It's not like Arkham. Sometimes I miss those padded walls.
Also, for those who want to know what to make him happy, I highly recommend you say this.
It's the best place for you. I'm sure they take you back.
Don't tell him that it's not a safe place for him to be.
I'm cured. Dr. Leland said so herself. Cross my heart.
Because he feels more at home in Arkham than anything, it seems. At first.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Would you just sit down?
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me. For settling the score with Zaz, and, you know, getting you out of Arkham. You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? I know you're a man of your word.
I gave you my word, didn't I? I'll stand by it.
I knew the moment we met. Friends for life.
Exactly who you needed at so many points in your lives.
You see, I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new friends. Made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold. You will meet them for me, won't you? Please? I've got a lot writing on this. I already told them you would.
I'd be happy to chat with your friends, John. Just say when and where.
I was so hoping you'd say that. We are going to have so much fun. I knew this would work out. This air between us, this is real. You can't force this kind of friendship. I want to commemorate the moment. The guys will be so excited. Now, what filter should I use? Thank you, Bruce. Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, I had to upset her, unfortunately, just to make him happy.
Hit it off with the guys. I should warn you, though. I've got an enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but... Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone.
If I were you, I'd stay away from Riddler, John. He's dangerous.
Well, you don't have to tell me twice, buddy boy. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
You mean his hole? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
I'm your friend, John. You can trust me.
Trust is the mainstay of any healthy relationship. I want that for us, Bruce. I really do. Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down.
I would appreciate that, John.
That's what friends are for, Bruce. Just meet mine later, like I asked. Look, I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna slip away.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
I trust him.
We'll see each other again soon.
Be in touch. Goodbye, Bruce. Until next time.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum. I don't think that camera flash went unnoticed.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail.
Enjoying the view.
Hard to do these days. There's one thing for the bad parts of town to get ugly. But when places like Wayne Tower start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I'll bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy. Spends some time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do.
Wayne's still in one piece. It's the dead who deserve your sympathy.
They have it. Them and their families. You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no-man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least. The land at the end of 44th was recently purchased, anonymously.
Well, the only thing there is an old water tower. Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Nice work, Batman. If this lead pans out, Waller will have to eat her words. Whatever you said to her at the casino really got up her nose. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
How so?
It's the way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless. Puts her people at risk. And believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way. So stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to get her man.
As far as law enforcement goes, Jim, you are the best of it. I don't know many cops with as much heart as you.
I appreciate you saying that. Waller, she doesn't see that as a strength. I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. If there's a chance he's there, we should probably let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with the governor. She's
That's-
already got him breathing down my neck about what went down at the casino.
I don't want Waller involved. You and I can handle Riddler. Just like it's always been.
Glad to see we're on the same page. I gotta watch out for her. She moved her people into my downtown precinct without so much as a please or thank you.
I tell you, Batman, she keeps on chipping away at my authority. I'm gonna crack.
Then let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll grab a car and meet you at Riddler's hideout. Riddler won't feel so clever after we come knocking.
No one's home.
I kept Waller and her agency people out of the loop on this. It's just the two of us.
We can handle this without her.
Not exactly cozy, is it?
Let's see what we can learn.
Let's skip everything else. None of it is too important or relevant in any way possible, so we'll get to the monkey statues afterwards, though.
Damn it! It's stuck!
No way to open it from the inside.
Then how do we get out?
We go in.
After you.
Give me a good, honest crack house any day.
Oh, God.
The man bit his tongue clean through.
He must have suffered a shock. Or a sudden jolt.
One of his pupils is fully dilated. The other's contracted. A clear sign of brain trauma.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head. There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst. One shoe is missing.
The sole of the other one's almost completely melted through.
He's missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
We saw this before. The victim in the casino.
He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Damn it. Me either.
Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Holy crap. He's one of Waller's. That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong. Scratches on the monitor. The polarizing filter has been tampered with.
Like in sunglasses.
Monitors typically have a polarizing filter to reduce reflection.
I don't see anything.
Impossible to see with the naked eye. We're going to have to look at it through a polarized lens.
Hold on.
Each one missing a different facial feature. There are blades inside.
And a lot of blood. Huh. We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
Safes with electronic locks. Shut tight.
These must be the goal of whatever game we're playing.
Oh yeah.
One shoe, melted.
Must belong to poor Cinderella over there.
Take a look at this.
Huh. Well, that's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its officers.
Maybe there's a clue on the recording.
Can't hurt to look.
Because you've been so candid with me, I'm giving you a chance your other comrades won't get. A chance at getting out of this alive.
We'll catch you. The agency, they'll find...
I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead. If you win the game, I'll let you go free. And you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues. Now, how is that for motivation?
Screw you!
We had the agent bound while we beat him. Another one of Riddler's sick contraptions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess. Well, he was always a wacko, but this takes it to a new level.
It's still warm. There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
This thing is built like an oven. You could be cooked alive in there.
The glass. It's polarized.
So it is.
Won't budge. Must be locked in place. Turn me round, but not the right way, and you might live to see another day.
What does it mean?
The floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside. He tried standing on one foot to save the other, causing that shoe to catch on fire. When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out, but couldn't. So he threw off his shoe. If this door were closed, the portal would be looking right at those monitors. Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though. Hey, I got a hunch. Come here. No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out.
I recognize some of the names on this list. They're all Waller's people. Names, addresses, phone numbers. We have to warn her.
First, we have to get out of here. Mori. He sold technology to Riddler.
Talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Mori for a while now. She must have known. What does it say?
Riddler's not working alone.
Just wonderful. More psychos to worry about.
He and his colleagues. They don't see eye to eye. Apparently they don't like his beef with me.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky, they'll kill each other.
The agent must have been looking for the answer in one of these safes.
He chose the wrong one. Cost him his fingers. You got a VR in that cowl or something?
Something like that. I've got all the pieces of Riddler's puzzle. Now I need to know what order they happened in. The agent woke up here where his body cam fell off. Once he found he couldn't call for help, he saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself inside the murder box. The agent's shoe caught fire inside the murder box, so he opened it in a panic. As soon as he was out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in the confusion, he must have missed something crucial. From where he lost a shoe, the agent beelined for the wall of safes. He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade sliced off his fingers. And there he met his end. Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst. The agent made a number of mistakes. Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he could
get Riddler's next clue. Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is heat resistant. It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right? The last man who went in there is dead.
Any mistake could be my last. I won't be able to do this without you, Jim.
Wow. When you put it like that, let's win this game.
Message.
Hurry the hell up already.
One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, the correct safe will have a face with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. It's still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
What the hell?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise! For the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. A radio signal. A signal. That's how he died.
How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one. Most won't even know what's coming. For a brief second, their dull existences will light up.
Why are you doing this, Riddler? Haven't you killed enough?
I have a lot of enemies, Batman. While they're still breathing, I still have work to do. I'm trying to get a handle on you, Batman. Partnering with Gordon is one thing. From what I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
Yeah, we'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes.
They're no friends of mine.
No, they're not. They'll smile to your face to get what they want. The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this. The agency made me.
Oh, this is garbage. Yeah, Waller's a hard ass, sure, but she had nothing to do with why he's so messed up.
I didn't say Waller, did I? This goes way before her time. But I don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind like mine. You remember everything.
Whatever happened to you, it doesn't let you off the hook. You're still responsible for all the pain you've caused.
You think I'm asking for mercy? I was running things in Gotham before you could walk. I just wanted to see if the man who saves everyone is really as good as he believes. But then, you already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out, Commissioner. For all his preaching, Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. It was a smart move. Getting out of the way of the blast.
I would never give up an innocent life. Not even to save my own.
That's not what it looks like from here. Gordon doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned, yet easily lost. Isn't it, Commissioner? Come on now. Don't get your tights in a twist. I knew you weren't sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. Game on!
I'll wait for Waller and pass on what we found.
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
Lucius Fox was an ally of mine. That got him killed.
I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you, it doesn't sit right with me at all. I thought we had some trust, you and I. What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just supposed to sit on my hands?
You are your own man, Jim. You'll come to your own decision.
I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do without a gigantic support system. To hell with it. I never heard what I heard in there. All right? Batman. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I heard your discussion with Commissioner Gordon. Now he knows that Lucius Fox and the Batman were allies. Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are. If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react. It's not a chance you can afford to take.
He looked me straight in the eye, Alfred. He's been our friend a long time. He deserves to know.
I understand that, Bruce, but he's still too close for comfort. I'm sorry, but he is. You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it all wrong. The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God! You did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller because of it. It was the three of us looking out for each other.
With Lucius gone, we need to find someone to take over his role.
No one could ever fill his shoes. But you're right. Between the Lady Arkham affair and losing Lucius in this gruesome fashion, it's clear we're up against a new class of criminal. This war of ours, it may be too much for us on our own. The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list. It's only useful if he has a way to target the agents, though. And I doubt he's sending them all puzzle boxes. Hold on, let's just walk through it. He's hacked their cell phones. He could pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives. And he can broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
Can you block it?
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes. It's the only way I can get a clean version of the signal. It's pretty grim, Alfred. You don't have to watch.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty.
Actually, Al, I'm gonna do this part on my own. Why don't you get us some tea while we work?
Well, if you insist, Bruce.
Didn't want him to feel vengeful.
Get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking about?
What did you figure out? I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce.
The old man, they were sleeping. So, yeah. Keep it down.
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more. Lucius? We really made a difference, didn't we? Batman?
All right. Now I just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal.
I'm
And then match up the points found in
notifications.
both sound files.
Not sure if anyone can hear that, but my phone's been vibrating a lot.
Tiffany.
That's a match.
Bruce? Bruce!
The waveforms match. There. Come on. I've piggybacked on a Riddler's cell phone hack. They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down, negating a launch. Makes sense for me to have the signal on me as well.
What for?
Riddler still has functioning missiles. Once he finds out I've blocked his targets, he may decide to launch indiscriminately. But with the signal, I might be able to divert them.
But yeah, I have to.
Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died.
Man, sleeping in the same
Let's
room.
put it to good work.
So yeah.
It's not a theory I really want to test.
So we had better find Riddler first. There is always Riddler's second in command.
Oh yeah.
Eli Nabel,
Another
arrested
Tracy
after his
difference.
attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of him yet.
It's a good thing my microphone audio was a little higher now.
Unknown
than it was
contact.
before.
What is it?
That John guy from the funeral, from Arkham. Who actually sounds like he's keeping his word. Maury, huh? John thinks that Maury can get us Riddler's location.
You believe him?
I like that.
Maybe we should go back to the beginning. Bring Rumi Mori up on the back computer. Either of them could potentially lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to help you? Riddler's lieutenant.
Eli Nabel. Took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
Cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be a visible endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it. On the other hand...
Maury's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach. Peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that Bruce Wayne sought a parley with Maury, she'll not be best pleased.
It's worth the risk. Goes Bruce Wayne doing Maury, or is Batman to Eli? Last time I picked Eli, so this time I'll pick Maury.
I'll meet with Maury. I'm sure Bruce Wayne can find a way to reason with him.
Yeah, this one will be a lot different, so yeah.
Waller's people are here, watching Maury. Riddler's agency data should make him easy to tag. I need you to keep an eye on him for me. Maybe cause a distraction if I need it. Gotta be careful here. All this attention must be annoying to a man like Maury. They're following his every move.
I see them.
All of these agents were on Riddler's list. Even without access to their phones, he'll still try to kill them all somehow. No time to waste.
Mr. Wayne, to what do we owe this honor?
To make dirty deals with the criminal, unfortunately. Just like I did with Falcone in the last game. So yeah, this shouldn't be any different.
Your visit is unexpected, Mr. Wayne. What can I do for you? A private matter between friends.
There's something you can help me with, Mr. Mori. It's a matter of some importance.
I doubt I can do much. The authorities are watching my every move. Apparently, I'm a person of interest. There's really not much I can offer you, other than a drink and a seat at the roulette wheel. Not while I'm being shadowed.
We need privacy. Lose the agents.
Done. They just got an order to sweep the perimeter. Should give you a couple of minutes at least.
Impressive, Mr. Wayne.
We haven't even scratched the surface.
What can I do for you?
Information. About the Riddler.
Why would I do that?
That's on the same side.
We are on the same side.
Godway is cool.
I was here in the casino that night. I saw what he did to you. It's only a matter of time before he comes at you again.
Maybe you're right. I dealt with that maniac, it's true. But I was done after the first delivery. Riddler wanted more. Everything he could get his hands on. He even wanted me to hand over one of my biotech companies. I said no.
That's why he attacked you?
You have no idea how crazy he is. I only wish I had known it sooner.
Actually, I have a pretty good idea.
I see that you do. He scared me. I was afraid he'd use my goods in the city. After the explosion at Wayne Enterprises, it turns out I was right. I want you to know, I had no idea the Riddler had marked you as a target. I knew your father, back when he was running Gotham. Our interests often aligned. I would never dishonor his memory. He was a friend, truly one of a kind.
Mori, listen to me very carefully.
Let's see if I'll still try and convince him some way.
I am more ruthless than my father ever was.
The pup has a savage bark, and from the looks of it, the teeth to match. I can help you find the Riddler, Mr. Wayne. I sold him the missile array he's using to pick off his enemies. He won't be very far from it. Everything you need to find him is on that drive. But I need a favor from you first.
A favor?
Waller has me detained here pending Riddler's trial. She controls all my accounts. I need to get out of the country, and in all haste. You can help with that. Otherwise, I fear my fate is a short, miserable life in a black prison.
I could do that for you.
I knew I could count on your friendship.
Have to make the deal here.
A chartered plane waits for me at the airport. The pilot will fly me to a safe haven in the Caribbean for the right price. All you have to do is authorize a transfer. You don't want me as an enemy, Mr. Wayne.
I have no choice here.
Our agency friends will be back any second.
Done. Send me a postcard from the beach.
Thank you, Mr. Wayne. I owe you a great debt. If this ever comes to light, I'll keep your name out of it for as long as I can.
Thank you.
Be careful, Mr. Wayne. That lunatic is not to be trifled with. Now, I suggest you make yourself scarce before our agency friends return.
Alfred, I've sent you Maury's information. Find me Riddler's location, and fast.
The Lady of Dublin.
Which is?
A cargo ship in Gotham Bay.
Good. Send me the location. And let Gordon know. Tell him Batman's on the way.
This will make Waller really angry. Not that it would have mattered either way with how I feel Maury. Then she'd be even angry, even though she'd still be angry, even if I ended up taking the Dragon Force. But yeah, either way, it worked out well.
Armed men on board. This must be it. Be careful, Bruce. Who knows what the Riddler has up his sleeve?
Gotta take him away.
I'm on board, Al.
Do you see Riddler?
You won't get away with this. What do you think's gonna happen?
I hear him. Need to get a better angle.
You'll see what's gonna happen. My friends will all be here soon. Then you'll
We
see
found him.
this is all made of.
Maury's information turned out to be accurate. No sight of the missiles yet, though.
They must be here somewhere. Hostages.
They appear to be more of Waller's agents.
Individuals for institutional incompetence.
A good spot for cover.
History of terrible decisions. Your agency has been on my heels far too long. I'll give it to you. You're relentless. I'll admit it's going to feel satisfying to get my revenge on your predecessors. Even if you're really just a small part of my plan. What are you talking about? You'll see what I mean soon.
Had to do that stealthily.
Might be angry I brought you.
Well, doesn't matter either way, but yeah.
Why you brought this on yourselves. All of you. You government clods really thought you were smarter than... It's clear you're in desperate need of some schooling. My friends will be here soon. I'd keep your mouths shut until then.
Hostages first. When they're safe, I can find the missiles. Targeting on Lino.
Ready, Bruce.
Okay, something. Alright, more glitches then. It
Let
seems.
the hostages go, Riddler.
I don't know what happened with
You
the
can't
display
possibly
there,
think
but
clunking a few heads is enough to make me roll over.
it seems to have worked. Look at that cursors around here too.
Oversized vermin!
Batman! Batman!
I can say that.
Agent Avesta.
The floor, it's heating up! Thanks, Batman. Are you all right? Oh, God. Not more.
He's wearing something that neutralizes the shock device.
I've memorized your playbook, Batman. I know all your shallow tricks.
Oh, we're almost up to the end of the episode.
Maury was incapable of learning his lesson. I knew he'd lead you to me eventually. All part of the plan.
The missiles.
Bait. Just like the hostages were bait. I knew you couldn't bear to let these agents die. You care too much about the little people. That makes you weak. I saw how you saved Maury.
I hurt a lot of people doing what I do. My code is how I stay human.
It's why I'm out here, and you're in there. About to meet your maker. My partners were supposed to be here to see this. I guess I can just show them the bodies. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Get them wrong, one of these agents gets torn apart.
You open me.
You get them right, this happens. I designed this for you, Batman. The hero who saves people will die knowing he couldn't save everyone. Let's get started. We have a lot to get through.
Ask your questions, Riddler. Let's get this over with.
Oh, good. I was hoping you'd cooperate. But I don't think the agent next to you shares your enthusiasm. You can handle the sonic blasts. But her... I estimate 3 blasts at most before her insides rupture. This one should be easy, Batman.
This will be a
close to the heart. I solved a puzzle box for the Bat. Now I'm dead. And I mean dismembered. Closed casket for sure, kind of dead. Who am I?
If you know the answer, please say it.
Lucius.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Lucius Fox.
Very good, Batman. You saved a life. But...
that happens.
Thank you.
Batman, don't answer any more of his questions.
No, Blake. I won't let you die.
Also, if you end up answering one question and not the other, Blake will die. Spoiler alert, by the way. It's not gonna matter if you get one of them right and one of them wrong, or if you got both of them wrong, like I did last time.
I think he means me.
It'll pretty much just be the same choice either way.
Say it.
This, on the other hand...
Don't you dare answer that!
Please, don't let him die.
Avesta. The answer is Agent Avesta.
You got it, Batman! Ha. Here's your prize!
Yeah. This is the different choice.
What have you done?
Had to save Blake. I mean, he's not that important of a character, but I might as well show it off anyway.
Then it'll all be over.
I'll distract him. Just get us out
Yeah,
of here.
but answering one question and not the other, or just not answering either of them, it was also the same thing. So, yeah, it's not gonna matter either way.
You're Riddler. Riddler's the genius.
Well done, Agent. You answered so quickly, you almost deserve not to get the blast.
How's she able to hear this anyway? I'm pretty sure he should be deaf by now, considering she took 2 sonic blasts, like 2 huge ones at least. Oh, right, the cage.
I'll fire one of the missiles. Use the Batcam to make it target the cage. And use Riddler's trap to protect Iman and myself from the explosion.
I like what you're saying, Agent Avesta, but you're not the one I need to hear it from.
Missile armed, ready to fire.
Who's the genius, Batman? Who's on top of Gotham now?
I am.
What are you doing?
She looks like she knows what's going on, even though she didn't hear a thing whatsoever. She wasn't part of the plan. So, what exactly is she happy about? Plus, she's deaf as well, so, yeah. Incoming.
No, 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 no!
I'll save you. should be bomb shelters themselves.
Impossible! You think you're clever, don't you? You could...
Punch.
Who's the man who's got no time left?
The Riddler.
Thought you'd get such an easy one right.
Those missiles are aimed right at the city.
The answer is Batman.
There.
This can't be happening!
Alright, last time I Saga kicked them, I'll use the anchor punch instead. Wow. That one's my favorite so far. Well, the favorite moves he does in this game, at least. I mean, no, I know this game is just about button prompts, but still.
Iman.
Batman. Thank God. I didn't think we were going to make it. I thought...
You put yourself on the line for your friends. You saved them. Agent, are you okay?
My ears! I can't hear!
Yeah, I don't think either of the dialogue choices would have helped out since she's deaf. But embracing her would, so yes.
It's over, Riddler. Look forward to a padded cell.
Well, congratulations, Batman. You managed, even in my twisted game, to keep everyone alive. But at what cost? Agent Investus suffered, so no one had to die. That can't sit well with you. Can it?
Iman knew the risks. She would have endured anything to bring you down.
Sounds like you have good things to say about her. If only she could still hear you. I made you hurt an innocent woman to get to me. Oh, my comrades would have been impressed. I set this all up to show them. I thought they'd back me up, even if they didn't agree. They left me here to deal with you alone. They betrayed me.
Your comrades thought you went too far. I saw their messages. They were afraid your stunts would get my attention. They were right.
They'll regret this. All of them. Unless that white-faced prick set me up. Never told them to meet me here.
Yeah.
They broke the pact.
The pact.
This was two impressive steps for Telltale, though. Like I said before, they went ahead and had Lucius and Riddler killed off, which was really ballsy in my opinion. Not sure how anyone else would feel, but I'm
Lock
pretty
the
sure
ship
someone will
down.
know.
And radio for more medics.
Oh yeah, here's the huge difference though with interrogating Maury instead of Eli.
Riddler, is he? Oh, God damn it. Oh, this isn't good, Batman. The investigation is a dead end without a breathing suspect. We're in trouble. A lot of trouble. I have no idea how we're getting out of it.
You don't have to worry, Jim. I'll take the heat for this.
I appreciate the thought, but that ain't gonna cut it. Oh, Waller is gonna come down on us like a thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? I'm the whole goddamn hurricane.
Yeah.
I'm about to blow both your asses off the side of this ship. This is a goddamn mess. Agent Avesta is dead. Riddler is dead. And I don't know exactly how. But I know you tampered with my suspect at the casino. Unless you expect me to believe that Maury got out of Gotham all by himself. Batman is clearly being misused as an asset to the GCPD. I'm taking direct control of law enforcement in Gotham, effective immediately.
What?
Gordon, you're being relieved of your stars. Bumped down to Deputy Ops.
You can't demote me.
I just did.
I'm loyal to Gordon, Waller. Don't expect me to start taking your calls.
I'm not asking you for your cooperation, Batman. I'm ordering it. When you understand what we're facing, you'll come around. Take some vacation days, Gordon. I've got sensitive case details to discuss with Batman.
We're still in this together, Batman. This doesn't change a thing.
That's all that matters, though. At least me and Gordon are friends in this save.
This city is about to find itself in a crisis the likes of which it's never known. Riddler had a crew. Not just any crew. The worst criminal minds from all over the world, here in Gotham. You come across anything about them? I'm assuming you've heard of them by now.
Do your own dirty work, Waller. You'll get nothing from me.
That's a real shame. No one's better suited for this job than you. Evidence in his workshop suggests he was involved in a feud with another member of the group. Dr. Harleen Quinzel, former psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum. She's very elusive. Keeps her head down. Much more so than that show-off Riddler. He was going to be my way in once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line. And knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne.
And that's the end of the episode. But that was amazing, just for one episode at least. Since they showed off how much better Riddler could have been. Oh yeah, here are the choices. She's traumatized. Impressed I stood up to Waller. Appreciated the honest answers to her question. Was traumatized by the torture she endured at the hands of Riddler. John is ecstatic. He was pleased to see me. Proud of himself that he chose a card I liked, and was eccentric that I agreed to meet his friends. Gordon is steadfast. He appreciated backing him up in front of Waller. He was suspicious that you refused to... What? Wait, you suspicious that Oh, no, I talked about Lucius though, didn't I? Alright, that doesn't seem right in my opinion. I don't understand what's wrong with that. Oh. Why did I leave him? Why did 31.3% of people left Alfred grieving. He was proud that I thought of Gotham before myself. Now showing him the video of Lucius left him grieving. Well, better grieving than vengeful. And he was shocked by my disregard of the law to get the drive. So yeah, 61.9% of players pretty much was strained the relationship with Waller. She wasn't happy that Finn did Gordon. Furious that I helped her witness get away because I went behind her back to talk to Maury. She would work with me begrudgingly. Oh yeah, and this is the obvious one. Tiffany is now furious. Girl, I told her to help with the puzzle box. She was consoled when I expressed my concern to her, but because I told her the truth, she now feels betrayed. And here are the actual choices here. 82%. Yep. I'm still surprised though that 43.7% of players chose to deal instead of taking the drive. I'm pretty sure the majority would have probably wanted it peaceful, or you know, just for the true sense of justice, I'd say. I mean, I think that makes sense now. Yeah, but those are the only choices for this episode. Yeah, but I'm gonna be playing through this episode one last time, but not now. It'll be in a different live stream. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for today. Gotta keep a save file loaded onto the silent one, which is where I just choose absolutely nothing. Sometimes choosing the what's it called, the majority vote. Oops, not that one. But most of the time, letting the game choose for me. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do next time. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching my live streams. If you've liked it, like, subscribe if you are interested, and until next time, bye bye.